Postgame news conference with the advancing team from the NCAA West 2 region, the Red Storm of Dixie State. Joining us for this press conference from left to right, senior Maddie Snow, junior pitcher Michelle Duncan, who picked up her third win of the regional, head coach Randy Simpkins, Courtney Hine, who had 2 home runs in the regional final, and senior Brooke Budge. Other than Brooke, it's my understanding that the 4, including the coach, were all at Monterey Bay 2 years ago when you guys were in the same circumstance. I would imagine it probably feels a little bit better today than it did 2 years ago. I just want to get, starting with coach and then starting with the student afterwards, the student athletes, your initial thoughts about what just happened out there in an 8-0 victory.
You know, words can't describe it. You're obviously feeling pretty good right now, but you know, we did exactly what we needed to do. You put yourself in a position to you have to get beat twice, you know, and you're playing against a team you already beat. And you know, Coach Miller and I talked about it before the game. Whoever plays the win better today, you know, wins. And so we started Duncan. Duncan's been really good for us, but she's a down ball pitcher. You know, you're going to throw us a lot of ground balls. Fiker's a little bit more of a fly ball pitcher. Duncan threw the ball well, and you know, we made them get balls up in the zone, and obviously took advantage of that. But yeah, you know, playing in the winner's bracket and forcing them to have to beat you twice on your home field is very advantageous.
Dunk, your third time in the circle, second time against Central Washington. Your coach mentioned keeping the ball low. That's obviously one of the keys for today's game. What were some of the others to getting your third win?
Just kept them off balance, and it helps when your team gets up 2-0 first inning. It helps me pump the strike zone, ground balls, get out of the inning.
Courtney Hine, you were a major reason why you got the 2-0 lead. Take us through that first at bat, and while you're at it, take us through the grand slam at bat as well, please.
My approach is just to get on. You know, as a number 2 batter, that's my job. If leadoff doesn't get on, you know, that's my job. Let my 3, 4, and 5 be the power. I was just looking for a ball up. Coaches talked to us about, you know, leaving the ball down on the ground, and I saw it and I liked it and went with it. And the grand slam, same thing. I was looking for a up ball, and it was actually the same pitch and landed in the same spot, so I was happy about it.
Brooke, you started out kind of that second inning rally getting aboard on an error. You weren't a part of that whole, can I call it debacle at Monterey Bay now? Can I give it an official moniker? You came in the next year after playing at Salt Lake. You must have heard of what happened and had to be a kind of motivation. Third base for the last couple of years, especially in this regional. Yesterday against UC San Diego, you started that rally. Today you get the rally started in the second. Talk about your kind of mindset getting up there and how you've kind of fit in kind of seamlessly going in for the Red Storm the last 2 years.
I just know that we just need base runners on, and I know my teammates will hit me in, so I'm just trying to get on any way I can.
You've done well in the last couple of years doing that. Maddie, 4 years here at Dixie. Freshman and sophomore year, stud in the circle, had great numbers. Obviously, the junior and senior year, not as well as those first 2 years, but how special to know is to come in with your teammates up a lot of runs, get up, just smack a single through the left side.
Felt great. I mean, when I get a hit, I just always love to hit. So when I run up there, I would just think, move a runner, move a runner. That's like that's the only thing I think. I don't think about anything else. So it's good to get a base hit.
You've been a part of a team that's now going to the Super Regional. Been a team that's been close.
I've been in every situation.
You've been there with a team that went 0-2 and went home early. So what's different about this team? What's different about the 14 Red Storm compared to some of the other squads that you've been a part of?
I think our chemistry is definitely a big factor this year. I mean, I can't think of any other year where I've had teammates that have been this great and we've been this close. We've had drama other years. This year we've been drama-free. We haven't had anything, and I think that we are close on and off the field. I mean, I want to hang out with them when I'm not here. That's saying something.
Questions from the other media?
Coach, we talked yesterday a little bit. You guys have been battling back from behind in these last couple of games. There was none of that today. Talk about just being able to jump out early and get that big lead.
Well, I won the coin toss yesterday, and I selected visitor so we could get us in our dugout. And in order to make me look good, they put 2 runs on the board early, you know, and then put a 0 up, so then it's, you know, we win the inning, you know. But that's, you know, we want to be able to score first. we want to be able to score early. That's two of our goals that we've had forever, and we did that. You put a couple runs on the board, your pitcher is able to throw a little bit more free, not having to be afraid of making a mistake. But scoring early, helps put pressure on them, and they know, especially when we got up, after the grand slam, you're up 6-zip, and then man, that's a long road for them. They got to come back from that and then turn around and beat you again. So not letting them have the momentum, because they played really well yesterday. Central played really well. Their pitchers threw the ball well. Their hitters were on a hot streak. They had 34 hits going into today. So we knew that it was really important for us to play well early.
Courtney, were you doing a little bit of a wind dance before the game or something? Because that grand slam especially, that used all of that 30-mile-an-hour wind gust we were seeing to get over the fence.
Yeah, my approach really was just find a good pitch to hit. The down ball obviously wasn't going to work, and so she threw it up. I'm not a power hitter, so it's I'm glad the wind was going with me today.
Michelle, on your pitching, the weather today, did you have to, did it affect your pitches at all, the weather, or did you feel the same as you do normally?
A little bit. I didn't use my curveball as much. Used my fastball out a little bit just to help me get ahead, so I can use my drop ball or use my off speed.
We want you to continue your celebration, but first, Monterey Bay on the horizon. What do you know about them? What do you expect when you see them for the Super Regional?
Last time we saw them, Maddie threw a 2-zip shutout on their home field to end their season 2 years ago. It's the last time we've played them, last time we've seen them. They're a good team. They swing it pretty well. They have two pretty good pitchers. But you know what? We like our chances. We're playing really well right now. We're swinging it really well. All of our pitchers are throwing the ball well, and a lot of momentum obviously right now. So we feel pretty good about things.
See you next weekend, Monterey Bay versus Dixie. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.